Hello, and I'm back. Adrienne of the Adrienne Ross Show with another basketball edition. You know what? I was thinking about it. If someone had told me back in May that the Adrienne Ross Show would be covering sports as I am, covering the WNBA, covering Caitlin Clark, I would have said, what? Because I don't know. But this is what happened when Caitlin Clark entered the league, the Caitlin Clark effect. Still talking about other stuff, but I simply was not talking a lot about basketball. She came back into the league, and you know what? It just sort of awakened the whole basketball coaching enthusiasm in a way that I had not experienced in a long time. So I say that to say this. I'm glad you're with me. I hope you're here for all of it, all the stuff. But for whatever reason you're here, I'm glad you're here. And right now we're going to talk about basketball again. And I'm going to go back to the same interview Christie Sides did on the podcast called Locked On Women's Basketball that I talked about in my previous video. Now, I want to show you these comments, and then I'm going to come back and talk about it. But check it out. As you're listening, I'm thinking that we could title this clip from Christie Sides, "Y'all done woke up a monster." No, not the way she said it before when she divulged some private conversation Caitlin Clark had with her when she found out she was left off the Olympic team. But they done woke up a monster nonetheless. Check it out.
I just wonder in what ways, and maybe you can't see it, maybe you don't see it till the games are back there, but how her legs look fresher after having this break to be able to recharge. How much of a difference do you think it has made already?
Huge. I mean, this girl has not stopped playing, since she started her college season last year, right? So, the break for Caitlin, you talk about 1 day of rest, 2 days of rest, 3 days of rest. Like we gave them some great opportunities to get enough rest. Now she's also a worker. And so I was, always having to check in, make sure she was getting the rest that she needed. That's just her mentality, which that's why she is who she is, right? But she needed to get a break, a mental break, a physical break. And, she's in here every morning, shooting with Jessie Miller, one of my assistant coaches. When she walks in, she'll walk in, she's like, yeah, shot the hell out of it. That is, but that's what she's supposed to be doing. So her frustration was also during that time with, her shot wasn't falling, but she just kept, she just knew, take the next one, take the next one. That's what we just kept talking about. So, a month of rest for Caitlin Clark, is exactly what she needed. And I think you're going to see a difference in when we come out on Friday. And you're not going to.
So here's what Sides says. I think you're going to see a difference when we come out on Friday. Something went down with Caitlin Clark during that month off. And according to Christie Sides, that rest, that month off was huge, huge. And he commented about fresh legs. What Christie Sides is saying is that having that rest, Caitlin Clark going since the NCAA season, now she had a chance to rest. And she says she gave them plenty of rest. And the difference now from the Caitlin Clark at the end of the first half of the season is, let me say it again, huge, huge. I translate that to say they done woke up a monster. They woke her up by letting her sleep. By giving her some rest, they have woken her up. Or shall I say they have awakened her, okay? And it's huge, the coach says. So I'm looking forward to seeing what that looks like. What I also like about that clip is she highlighted Caitlin Clark's work ethic. And when I hear that, my mind says, Caitlin, Kobe, Clark. Caitlin, Kobe, Clark, because that was Kobe Bryant, the Mamba. Kobe Bryant was the hardest working player out there. I still remember a player sharing a story that he and Kobe had played some pickup basketball. I think he said it was 3-on-3, actually. They played some pickup basketball. The next day, he comes into the gym, and Kobe had been there forever, early in the morning. He had been there, and Kobe pulls out a pad, and a Kobe in a pen. And Kobe shows it to him and says, listen, this is what went wrong in our game last night. This. And he said, are you kidding me? Here is one of the greatest basketball players ever. I would say second only to Michael Jordan, and maybe surpasses Michael Jordan in the work ethic, in the thirst to win, in the willingness to do whatever it takes to win. Okay. You know, second only to Michael Jordan, and in work ethic, maybe even surpasses him. Definitely not underneath him. Okay. And after a pickup game, he's in the gym early in the morning, got some notes and saying, this is what we should have done so that we could win that pickup game. That's just otherworldly. So I say Caitlin, Kobe, Clark. Remember the game where Caitlin didn't shoot as well as she wanted to shoot? I think they won that game too. She stayed in the gym afterwards with her boyfriend, feeding her the ball while she took shots. She's had an opportunity to get rest, which is huge, but she also is quite a worker. And Christie Sides said, I had to check on her to make sure she's getting the rest, which is one reason why I wonder about the offseason, because it's going to be hard for Caitlin Clark not to be trying to ball, you know. And I know people say she's got to rest and don't do the 3-on-3, and I don't want her to do the 3-on-3 either, but she going to find something to do, because this girl, she's got to be playing, okay? And so they done woke up a monster by letting her rest. She's got her fresh legs back. Looks like her shot is looking good, okay? And she's constantly working. That separates the mediocre from the good from the great from the exceptional. We could go on and on and on. And Caitlin Clark, I believe, is in that category. And so I look forward to the season starting. But bear in mind that if Caitlin Clark is dropping shots, okay, if Caitlin Clark has turned it up even more. We already know that she can shoot. We already know she can distribute the ball. We already know she can drive to the basket. But they've been working on other things. If Caitlin Clark comes out en fuego, on fire, this is because I'm on fire for Jesus, flammable. But if Caitlin Clark comes out on fire, what are we going to see? Even more than what we saw early in the season and throughout the first half of the season, where they're guarding her, where they're face guarding her, where they're picking her up 94 feet, where they're double, triple team out. They're not going to let her just go off, okay? So they're not trying to give in to the huge difference that rest made and the work ethic that she has. They're going to take it to her. They're going to pick it up. Everybody wants to make it to the playoffs. It's going to get more intense. So what am I saying? I'm saying that it's going to come down a lot, not just to Caitlin Clark having a chance to have rested, not just the work that she put in. It's going to come down, a lot of it, to coaching. Because what are you going to do, Christie Sides, if Caitlin is on fire after this break? And she's just dropping shots. She's just playing her game. She's making everyone better. The Fever are doing a whole lot better. Teams are going to up it. So then what are you going to do? What are you going to do when the ball is taken out of her hand because of double, triple teams? Now you've got to do you have plays ready for her, Christie Sides? Do you have a better plan than to put her in the corner and just let her watch everybody else shoot the ball? Do you have a better plan than putting Erica Wheeler in and letting her run the floor? And we know what that is. It ain't good. Christie Sides has had to have thought about this. What is going to take place in the second half of the season? She's had some time to think about this thing, and she better have some stuff in her back pocket, because she's going to have to make adjustments. Because any team, work there, whatever, they're going to make adjustments to deal with a refreshed, more confident, more rested Caitlin Clark. So now Christie Sides and the coaching staff, we're going to see it even more. What do you got? We're going to see even more, I repeat, what you got. So I hope you're ready. It all starts on Friday night. I hope you're ready. I am. All right. Subscribe to the channel, share, comment, only if you can do it respectfully. And I will catch you next time, God willing. God bless you abundantly.